Alright guys, so here is my zombie deck profile. So after the new support, I made some changes to my list. I love the new support, it's freaking amazing. So I'm gonna just go over, my ratios and stuff like that. So starting off with the new guy, 3 Glow Bloom. So this dude is insane. You open this up with Zombie World, it's really good. You go into Link Rebo, you get all your combos going. I used to play him at 2, but the thing is, if I open him up, it's actually a good thing. So if I open him up, it's pretty good. So yeah, we play 3. He's just too good of a card. Then we play the Doom King, Baylor Droch. I have no idea how to correctly pronounce his name, but he's a beast. He negates zombie effects, and that's very relevant when you have Zombie World on the field. And he can also banish a monster from the field or grave, so that's really good. Plus he's 2800. We play 2 of the new waifu, the Banshee. You only play 2 because she just does one thing, but she does it very well, and she fetches out your Zombie World, and she's a quick effect, which is so good. It's so good because if you have this on the field with Zombie World, you can force his banish effect by using her effect, banishing Banshee, and then his effect triggers, and you could banish a monster on their side of the field, and then just replace the other Zombie World you had. But that's why she's really good. So you play 2 of her. All right, going over. Now that's it for the new stuff, right? It's what is it? 7 cards total, but it's a tremendous difference. So we play 3 Solitaire. Obviously, arguably the best zombie that was ever printed, because it fetches out Unizombie. But yeah, Solitaire fetches out Unizombie. That's basically it. I mean, if you wanted to, I guess you could fetch out Glow Bloom, which is also very good because it's better to fetch out Unizombie, obviously. And Unizombie is just so much more broken in this deck. That's why you play 3, because if you open up Unizombie, his second effect, his effect to discard from your hand is extremely relevant. So you could summon him, send a card. You could send Banshee. A Banshee fetches out your Zombie World, and then if you opened up Glow Up, you could send Glow Up, discard Glow Up from your hand, and then go from there. So he is very, very, very strong, especially with the new support. After that, we play 3 Gozuki. Again, we play 3. There's people that play 1, people that play 2. That's great. That's fine. But the thing is, both his effects are great. When you send them from the deck to the hand, from the hand to the graveyard, his effect triggers from the field to the graveyard. You banish another zombie monster, and then you summon another one from your hand. So yeah, he's really good. If you open him up with Zombie World, he's extremely good. If you send them from your hand to the grave with Unizombie, he's very good. So yeah, I play 3. I like to see him. We have 3 Mizuki. All right, so we play 3 because same thing, same concept, same idea. We want to see this, and you can definitely see why. Sorry guys, I don't know what the hell happened. So you can definitely see why I play 3, especially if you watch the combo video I posted up. If this guy's great because, again, pitching him from the hand to the grave is really good. And then obviously the main thing you want to do is mill him, but again, opening him up is not bad at all. So yeah, I play 3. I always want to see that guy. So we play 2 Zombie Master. Zombie Master, it's freaking fantastic. It's such a broken monster. It's not a hard once per turn. You could resolve him multiple times in a turn if you can keep bringing him back. You send the zombie monster from your hand to the grave. I mean, any monster, not a zombie. Any monster, then you revive a zombie from, I think, either player's grave. Oh my god, I've never used that. I've only used it from mine because, even when I start with him and stuff like that, but when you have Zombie World, everything in their grave becomes a zombie, so oh my god, that's so stupid. So yeah, Zombie Master. We play one solitaire. The reason I play solitaire is because there's really good interactions. Whether you open him up, you can normal summon him, special summon a Shiranui solitaire from your hand or grave. But there's actually different interactions where you could like send them through Gozuki, right? So say you go second, right, and then you pitch this off with Gozuki, and then you like link away Gozuki or whatever. And or Mizuki, say you send them off Mizuki, and then Gozuki gets to grave. You could like banish him, pop a card, and then like keep going and special summon. Use Gozuki's effect to special summon from the hand, and you pop a card on their side of the field. So yeah, Shiranui Spirit Master is pretty good at 1. I like him at 1. I guess you can cut it, but sometimes the effect does pop up where you banish him, right, and then he's banished, and then you banish Solitaire. And then, you summon this guy back, so that's really good. Because, by the way, Solitaire gets banished because of his effect. So, like, well, yeah, so he gets banished. So you summon Solitaire, and then if Solitaire leaves the field, it'll get banished because Spirit Master says you could special summon after you special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. So, yeah. So we play 1. So, yeah, hand traps. I think I play a decent amount. 3 Ash, 2 Droll, 2 Veiler. So you play Droll because the whole FTK thing is just so stupid. I hate that deck. But yeah, you could definitely side these out for something else. But 2 Veiler, 3 Ash is really good. Veiler stops your opponent. So say you go second, you need cards to play on your opponent's turn. Even though you can kind of like sometimes play through their cards, even if you don't open up hand traps. The thing is, if you open up hand traps, it's great. And the reason that I play a decent amount is because you don't need many cards to get your combo started. So if you open up like a Droll, a Veiler, an Ash, and like your combo pieces, you're good. Or if you open up like 2 hand traps and like 3 of your combo pieces, or like Zombie World, like I showed you in the combo tutorial, the like Zombie World and a Glow Up, a Bloom, and like 2 hand traps. I mean, that's insane. That's crazy. So yeah, I play those hand traps. You could definitely like switch them out. I mean, you notice I didn't play Ogres. The reason I didn't play Ogres is not my favorite hand trap. I love it, but I hate it at the same time because I feel like these things, like this ends turns, right? Veiler can end turns. Ogre can sometimes do that, but yeah, that's just my preference. You could play Ogres, you can play another Veiler instead. You could even DD Crow. I feel like DD Crow is pretty strong. So we play 2 Called by the Grave. Obviously, we want to stop hand traps because we want our combos to go through. We want our Solitaire to go through. And I love Called by the Grave because it's very versatile where like you can just set it and then like you could just interrupt them on their turn. So it's another interruption if you look at it that way. It negates the effect. It banishes the monster. It's really good in certain matchups. But again, mainly to stop hand traps. Okay, what's become my favorite field spell since Union Hanger. Okay, I haven't had a favorite field spell since Union Hanger. And yeah, so Zombie World changes everything to zombies. You know what's crazy is that like they can't even tribute monsters from the hand except unless they're zombies. So like even if they wanted to, say you're playing 2 Dracos, 2 Dracos can't tribute summon. Isn't that stupid? Like they can't even tribute summon. They need to get rid of this. They need to like pop it with one of their spell cards. If they assuming they open up Diagram and like assuming they open up Diagram and a spell card, that's the only way they can get rid of it. Otherwise, they can't tribute summon from the hand because it becomes zombies, and you can only tribute summon zombies. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, Thunder Dragons, right? So it becomes zombies, so they can't tribute their Thunder Dragons because they're not Thunder anymore. So they can't use its effect to like summon Colossus. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, mainly for us, right? Mainly to summon like Doom King. So I play 1. The reason I play 1 is that I feel like I see it enough. I see it enough at 3 and 1, and then the 2 Banshee. So that's 6 ways to get to Zombie World. 6 ways. I don't know if I want to see it like that much. I feel like it's very convenient to just. I see it often. I just see it often. When I play 2 Terraforming, I used to see this like too much in my opening hand. And the thing is, I still want to make my Banshees live. So if I open up multiples, like it's not good. So for the most part, you open this up fine. You know, you open up one of these, that's fine. You open up Banshee, it's fine. You open up like Foolish Burial, that's fine. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of like stuff that you can open up to get to where you want to get. So I play a lot of Saki 1-ofs. A lot. So we got Soul Charge. We have Burial from a Different Dimension. I know this is at 3 right now, 2 or 3. But the thing is, I don't want to see multiples. I don't want to see multiples in the opening hand because they don't get me anywhere. But drawing it mid-game, late game, even if I draw 1 in the beginning, it's fine. But drawing multiples is just terrible. Monster Reborn, then 1-for-1, which is probably like one of the best cards because you can bait out Ash. If they Ash it, sure, you still get to discard for cost, right? And then you summon your Glow Bloom. And then we play Foolish Burial, obviously one of the best cards ever, especially in this deck. So if you draw any of these cards, it extends like so much. Oh my goodness, it's so insane. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that you can draw that will just like extend your plays and like allow you to play through hand traps, right? You have Soul Charge, you can just bring your zombies back. Monster Reborn, bring your zombies back. This, recycle your Mizukis, recycle your Banshees also to get back Zombie World. 1-for-1, you could get a zombie in the grave. If they Ash it, that's fine. But if they don't Ash it, you get Glow Up on the field, which is insane. And probably my favorite Saki 1-of, my favorite of all time, is Super Polymerization. This card is unfair. This card is insane. This card, when you activate this card while you have Zombie World on the field, you can't help but smile. I don't know. These fuzzy feelings start to you feel butterfly. You feel like you're in a different dimension. But I'm serious. It feels that great. It's so good. Super poly. And if you're confused as to why I play this card, I'll show you guys in the extra deck why it's so good with Zombie World. And then the last card I play is Solemn Judgment. It's just another card you can draw off Sucker. It's another card that I would probably put it not obviously it's not a hand trap, but in the same category. Because it is another interruption. So if you open this and like combo pieces, if you open it up, it's great. If you don't, it's fine. You could play like other cards. You could play I actually love the trap, the Shallow Slash for the Shiranuis. But the thing is, I can't find my copies. Otherwise, I might play one of those or 2 of those. But yeah, this you can't go wrong with Judgment, right? It just negates anything. But yeah, so that was the main deck. So let's go to the extra, which is very spicy. So we play Link Karibo. Why? Because Link Karibo allows you to get into crazy plays with Glow Bloom. So you have Zombie World on the field. You summon Glow Bloom. You Link Karibo. Glow Bloom's a level 1. Link Karibo becomes a zombie because of Zombie World, so you can go to Vampire Sucker and then get your play started like that. So Link Karibo, very good. He doesn't stay on the field for long, and technically you could bring him back, but yeah, just for that, just to like climb up the ladder pretty much. So yeah, Link Karibo. Then we play 2 Vampire Sucker. Oh my god, so good, so good. I love drawing cards for free, right? And with Baylor, with Doom King Baylor, she allows that to happen. Oh yeah, so Vampire Sucker, very good. I think it's good at 2. Sometimes you actually go into her multiple times. It's not a once per turn, right? I'm pretty sure it's not. No, it's not. You could summon her multiple times. So sometimes you do like summon 2 of her per turn, just so you can like extend and stuff like that. But that's very rare. All right, so now we play like some generic stuff. So Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerebus, and Nightmare Unicorn. This is just stuff to like out stuff. Unicorn's probably the best one. Actually, these 2 probably the best one. Phoenix, trap spells. Monsters, getting rid of monsters isn't really a problem for you, but maybe if they have like floodgates, if they have stuff that can't be destroyed by battle or card effects but can be targeted, you could just spin it. But yeah, you could. But I play 3 just because the extra deck. I'm telling you guys right now, it is very, very flexible. I mean, like, if you like certain cards, go ahead and play them. But these cards, I feel like right here, like these are just necessary. You know, like you want to have this, you want to have access to this, you want to have access to this. You need this, you need these 2. Okay, but this is like optional. I want to say, like you could play other stuff. You could play like another rank 4. You could play a rank 4. You could play like another synchro, another link even if you wanted to. Last one we play is Borreload. I don't own Borrelsword. Everybody says this, right? If I own Borrelsword, I'd play it instead of Borreload. But the thing is, this guy's still a monster. He's still a beast. I don't understand, like, yeah, you okay, summon your Borrelsword. Let me just take your Borrelsword, right? I'll just use yours if I don't have my own copy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Borreload is very, very good. It's probably like, you know, it was, in my opinion, like, don't fucking count Firewall, but the best Link 4. Then Borrelsword came out, and he's like the best Link 4 right now. But yeah, Borreload's the last one. Now going for the synchros, the fun stuff, right? This is the fun stuff. So the new guy, right? Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Very good card. Gets boosted by all the zombies in the graveyard. Can revive anything that's zombie. The crazy thing is that if any zombie, like if any zombie was destroyed by battle, you'd get his effect, which is so crazy because, like, okay, so let's just read his effect really quick. Gains 100 attack and defense for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyards. When another monster zombie is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one zombie monster from either graveyard to your field. So what's crazy is that, like, they can destroy your zombies and you'd get this effect, or you can destroy their zombies and get their effect and get his effect. All right, which is crazy. Like, it's just so good with Zombie World. It definitely allows you to, like, it opens up more options for you and allows you to go for game, because again, you revive their zombies, and then that's another, and you could attack with that same monster. So yeah, one of that. Dragster. Okay, we could summon Dragster, right? We could actually end with like Dragster and Omega, you know what I mean, and then like have like our Vampire Sucker and stuff like that. So it's cool. It's just another negate. It's something else that you can go into, and Zombie Master allows it to happen. Okay, Zombie Master is the reason that you can go into Dragster most of the time, and extend. So yeah, so Black Rose, probably my favorite. I think this is my favorite, like, level 7 synchro of all time. Everybody's scared. Everybody fears this card. It's a great bait. If they don't bait it, you blow up everything. Whoa! Also a crazy interaction is actually I've done this like multiple times. Where, like, okay, so you use Black Rose. You summon Black Rose off Gozuki. Gozuki triggers, and so does Black Rose at the same time. So you go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. So you blow up the field, and then you resolve Gozuki's effect to summon another zombie from your hand, and then continue playing. It's so crazy. It's like I'm not only gonna blow up your entire field, but I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna make all my plays, and I'm gonna wipe you out. And it just puts them so far behind. But that's an amazing interaction. Like, an amazing play is when you send this for synchro summon of Black Rose, and then you go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, blow up the field, and then his effect resolves to summon a zombie monster from your hand. Shogun Saga, obviously the a beast of a card, right? He can get beefy. So if you need something like big to get over, you summon him, you banish a zombie monster from your graveyard. He gains that attack until the end phase, and he's already at 3k, and he's so easy to summon. One zombie tuner, so that's Unizombie, and a zombie monster, which is your entire deck. So it's so crazy. It's so generic in this deck. And then Omega. Omega, obviously, if you see my combo video, he just such a plus. Like, he rips one and then he comes back, and then he can like recycle your bandit stuff. It's so good. Omega's like at 1 he's totally fine. So this is the iffy card, right? I play 1/1 Silent Arc. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never summoned this card, not yet. Okay, I don't want to say I'll never summon it, but I've never summoned this card. This can literally be like any other rank 4, any other link. The thing is, I wanted to have access to rank 4s because sometimes like my rank 4s can do more than my link monsters, or like sometimes I can't go into synchros, but I have 2 level 4s, so it's good to have that option. And like I said, the extra deck is so like flexible. There's so many options that like I'm allowed to do this, you know what I mean, without taking away from the other stuff. So yeah, we play that. The card that I say you have to play is Abyss Dweller. It's so funny how I summoned it in defense, because that's like how everybody... But yeah, Abyss Dweller, it just turns everything off, like, in the graveyard. This is actually the worst card to go up against It's so terrible. It's like they use this and you're just like, oh my god, like what the hell do I do? You gotta get rid of it. Like you gotta at least beat over it, because you don't want to deal with it next turn. You don't want to deal with it 2 turns in a row. So yeah, this card is broken. But if you summon it, like if you have this and then like you know, your Baylor guy, it's crazy. It's like, you know, I'm gonna negate your graveyard. Obviously, it's only in certain matchups, but yeah, it's like probably the best like rank 4 you could play. And then, okay, so why did I play this beautiful card? Okay, because of this guy. Okay, this guy's called Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon, and he requires 2 zombie types, 2 zombie type monsters. That's it. Must be fusion summon. Monsters cannot be destroyed by battle with this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled a monster that has an original level, that monster's attack becomes 0. Also, if that monster is still face up on the field, special summon 1 Dark Soul token. Zombie level question mark, attack question mark. That's so okay. So when summoned, its level and attack become equal to the original of that monster. You can only control 1 Necro Nether Dragon. You only play 1 anyway. But the reason that you play him is because, like, you activate this, you have Zombie World on the field, their monsters are zombies. They become zombies. You could use this offensively, you can use this defensively. So say you have this set, they're trying to make their link plays, right? They're trying to, like, they have 2 monsters on the field, they're trying to go for a link, they're trying to go for an XC, they're trying to go for something. You go... Oh, you know what's so crazy? Is that even against Sky Strikers, they could summon like Ray, and you could flip this. They can't chain Ray. It's so stupid. They can't chain Ray. You just get rid of their Ray for free. So like, anyway, going back, you get rid of their 2 monsters. You discard a card, potentially a zombie monster that you can use next turn, and then you summon this guy. You just summon this guy for free. You interrupt their plays. You get rid of 2 of their monsters, non-targeting, removal. It's insane, and they can't respond. That's like one of the craziest. They can't respond to this card. It says it right here, guys. You don't believe me? It says it right here. Discard 1 card. Send from either side of the field to the graveyard the fusion material monsters that are listed on a fusion monster card. Then special summon that monster from your extra deck. The special summon is treated as a fusion summon. That's crazy. So you could like, wait, can you special summon this guy back? Must first be fusion summon. Oh my god. So this counts as a fusion summon. So you could bring this guy back with like Mizuki and stuff. Or Soul Charge, Monster Reborn. Now, read the last line right there. Spells, traps, and card effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. What the hell? Oh my goodness. That's so crazy. That's so broken. Anyway, guys, that was a deck profile for zombies. My zombie deck profile. I love it. There's room, obviously, there's room for improvement. You might not agree with some of my card choices, but that's what's great about this deck is because it's extremely flexible. You could like play around with it. You can make it your own. I hope this helped. I hope I've explained everything correctly. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and be safe.